What is up, boys and girls? It is your old pal Bonesy. Yeah, I know. It's been a while. It's been a very, very long time. What have I been fucking doing about uploads and fucking podcasts lately? Well, your boy Bonesy had some issues with family and that, so he had to take a break from everything. That's including streaming, everything. Like, it's been almost 3 months. Like, 3 months since I posted the last video, which was my Rainbow Six Siege one edit, and my last podcast was 3 months talking about Supernova and Oz Comic Con, the hype of that. And it's been a long time since that. So what I've been up to the last 3 months? Well, after going to Oz Comic Con, which I absolutely had a blast mint time over there. They had replacement buses going to the con, so it did take a little bit longer, but it was still worth it. I had an absolute killer time at Oz Comic Con. I just couldn't wait. I couldn't wait for it. I'm excited. Ooh, funny thing is, OBS is open on 2. Because I recorded with OBS, it had 2. So I think it was recording me twice. So if you heard some weird audio feedback, I do apologize. Probably didn't notice. Probably gonna put a subtitle saying, nah, nothing wrong. But yeah, Oz Comic Con. Holy shit, that was so much fun. So I did a new cosplay there. I did Castaway Green Arrow, which was kind of like my own concept, which I had the idea from the Green Arrow, and also Arrow the TV show, and then also Green Arrow Year 1 comic, which they based a little bit of, the TV show was based a little bit on that comic. And I like the whole idea of Green Arrow being cast away and all that stuff. So it was kind of like a my own idea for this cosplay. So I got a bow, made a really hoodie that was all tattered, got some tattered pants and some boots. It was kind of like my very first cosplay from scratch, and at the time I was really excited for it, but now, since it's been 3 months since I did it, I wish I could improve a lot. There's a lot that I want to improve, which is a great thing about cosplay, because you always want to improve on the little things, like probably get leather harnesses, probably get a better hoodie, which, funny enough as it is, finding military green hoodies in shopping centers, not buying online, is an absolute pain in the ass. Because like, at the time I was getting ready, I was working a lot. So since I work in shopping centers doing retail, it just kill two birds with one stone. I'm at work, and then I can go on my break and go through the shopping center to find a hoodie. And then I found one, and it was ridiculously priced. It was like $50, which was ridiculous for a hoodie, but it was good quality hoodie. So I burnt that, stitched that up, and then I bought camouflage face paint, kind of making it look like he's been through like grubbiness and that. And I loved how that looked. So I'm definitely going to run that again. But instead, I'll probably use like a more better face paint, because this oil space stuff was just fading away real quickly. So like halfway through the day, I was just topping it up all the time. And the funny thing is, it's like, it's middle of winter, and it's freezing cold, and and it's like I'm sweating like crazy with this freaking face paint, which was another thing as well. It was absolutely freezing, which I love about Melbourne, because it's winter. I love winter, don't get me wrong. And I feel like a lot of people are judging me right now because I like winter. But yeah, like, it was great. The convention for Oz Comic Con, the convention was in Melbourne Convention Centre, where PAX is. So I knew the area really well, and it's all indoors, which is like, thank God, because they had heaters on. But you didn't really need heaters. You were sweating like crazy in that thing. Because they had these big lights hanging out, and it's just a crowd of people. You're gonna sweat a lot. I actually bumped into a lot of friends from high school as well there, which was awesome. On the train ride there on the first day, I was hanging out with some guys that I knew from high school. And I wasn't planning to hang out with them. I literally was on the train, and they were on the same carriage with me, and they're like, hey! And I was like, oh, how you doing, man? And we hanged out for a bit, which was awesome. I was doing Castaway Green Arrow on that day, so I was freezing Like, I had this tattered up hoodie that pretty much was nothing, and like a t-shirt with like trackies, like tattered up like pants and that, and no jumper. And it was like, I think it was like 8 degrees or 10 degrees that day, which kind of sucks. But it was worth it. It was worth it. And I rocked up there. Like, for me, I don't get hyped about getting there right when the doors open. I'm a kind of person who would come back, like, who would rock up like 2 hours, later, because I know I'm going to be spending the rest of the day with, like, doing everything. So I take my time getting to cons and that, which I normally do, because I'm lazy and also like to sleep in. Anyway, but hopping on the train and then the bus there was just interesting because, as you get closer to the city, more and more cosplayers were getting on the train. And, like, I live near kind of, like, where the line starts, the train line starts to go to the city. And, I hop on, and, like, people just looking at me because they think of this weird fucking homeless guy with tattered clothes and face paint with a bow. And, like, I had this, I was sitting down and I had this little lady sitting next to me, and she looked at me and she was just like, she did not know what to say. And that for the entire day I was just on the train right there. I was like, why are people looking at me? And it didn't take me a while until I saw my reflection. I look like a fucking serial killer. It was so weird. And my old high school friends who I was hanging out with, they were just like, yeah, dude, you kind of look weird. And then once we got closer to the city, it was just like, it was like, I never noticed it until, like, I see my own face. I don't realize how ridiculous I look and how weird I look until I got off the train, which I'm getting very used to, by the way, of, like, looking ridiculous and not giving a shit until I notice what I look like. And people going, yeah, you look weird. So we got off at Flinders Street Station because they're still doing works on the lines, which are pissing me off. But they have to do it because they need to do it because, you can't complain because they're going to fix things. And, it's Melbourne. Like, there's always going to be something that they need to fix. So we got off at Flinders Street, and I went through the back tunnel area to go straight to the con. And we walked, when you're walking down to the con, you're near Crown Casino and, like, a lot of the touristy spots. So you just see all these tourists just looking at you and, like, what is going on? And you just see all these other cosplayers, like, merging into going to the convention. So that was awesome too, because you get people who are like, oh, they look sick and all that kind of stuff. So that was interesting. And I bumped into the CW crew that I hang out with and also kind of part of, I think I'm part of them. I think I'm a member. Yeah, I think I'm a member. I'm not too sure. I haven't spoken to the guys in a while, but hopefully I'll see them in PAX, which I'm excited for. More on that later. But yeah, like, I bumped into them, and my mate Dan, who's Melbourne Vigilante, he does an awesome Green Arrow, was doing his very Mon-El cosplay, and I have not seen someone cosplay as Mon-El, so his cosplay was absolutely amazing. And he was, like, so excited to wear it. He was like a kid in a candy store. He just, like, lit up, and he was just so excited because he's been doing Green Arrow for, I think, about 2 years now. So it's different for him. Like, it's finally a different cosplay. So he's like, yes. So I was like, that's cool. And like, we're planning on the Saturday do whatever we want, which we did. And then on Sunday we decided to go as the CW crew. So I did Constantine again for that. That was awesome. And yeah, we explored a little bit. I took a few photos and I posted on my Instagram, which I was pretty happy about. Like, I did this, like, whole, like, arrow thing where he's, like, got the hood down, he's bent over, like, he's got his head down, kind of like Assassin's Creed type thing. It looked really cool. I was just like, fuck yeah, like, kind of thing. And we walked around the con. We walked around the floor and that was awesome. Just seeing that. I was just checking out the vendors because I was just like, alright, let's check out the artists and all that kind of stuff. And the thing is, like, this was my first ever Oz Comic Con, so people saying, like, last year was very poorly organized, and they said this year was better. To be honest, it was good organized con. Like, Supernova, the only issue I had with Supernova was Artist Alley was right next to the autograph section and photos. So it was just like where Artist Alley ends, where that's all where the good artists were, the autograph section started. So there was this whole congested, like, what was that? Congested? I think I can't even... Bonez, can you English for like 1 second, mate? There was just like, just so many people just in that section. So it was just so much traffic. Because I didn't know people were cars. Anyway, this is my mind. Like, I'm pretty much trying to tell you guys everything that's been happening in a span of 3 months in half an hour, or like whatever, how long I go for. Like, I think my max is gonna be an hour or whatever. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, continue. On topic. On topic. Stay on target. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. I always do this. I always lose my train of thought. This is why I got notes. Very professional. Yeah, so Artist Alley and all that for Oz Comic Con was just, it was further apart from each other from the autograph section. The autograph section had this whole, so much room, so it was just like, this is amazing, thank God. And yeah, it was just awesome going through, you know, seeing all the people, like seeing all these new artists and meeting cosplayers and having a chat with people at Supernova, Puppy and Turner, like, oh, hey, how you doing? It's like, oh, it's good to see you, man, like all that kind of stuff, which I love about cosplay. Like, cosplayers, you guys are amazing. Like, you guys have been so fucking amazing and been so, like, welcoming. Especially me, who's a very nervous wreck on, like, certain things that I do. So, cheers to you guys. Good pat on the back. Pat on the back to all of you guys. You know, you need to do the, you know, pat on the back, you know? Like, you know, in the old primary school speeches when your principal says, we're very impressed by the school and we're very happy for you. And everyone does that stupid pat on the back thing. So just do that, okay? For a second, just do a pat on the back. Okay, stop it. Alright. Anyway, but yeah, so that was the end of the first day. The end of the first day, I rocked up around about 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock in the morning? 11 or 10. Early in the morning. It was early. Like, I did sleep in a bit, which was okay. And, I left around about, like, 5. Because I knew they were going to do replacement buses, which are an absolute bitch and a half. Like, it took me 2 hours to get to the city. But totes worth it because I had a blast at the con. So I went on a train home, and on the train home, I just saw these two ladies. They were a bit older than me, of course, very older. Probably, you know, in their 40s or 50s. I don't want to be rude. Like, yeah, just to give you guys a bright idea of how old they were. And they were looking at me, and they laughed, and I was like, and they just said to me, it was like, rough night. I'm like, yep. And I think they were drinking too, so they were a bit drunk as well. They had a few wines or something like that. Because they, like, the lady just quickly responded, you look how I feel. And she goes, why are you dressed up like that? And I had to explain to her the whole character and everything. And she goes, oh, that's really cool. And she went, did you go to that Oz Comic Con thing? And I was like, yeah, I did. And she goes, oh, yeah, I saw you guys, like, I saw a lot of you guys dressing up as superheroes and that. That was really, really cool. And, yeah, she just, like, she asked for a photo, which was just weird on the train. So she asked for a photo. She's like, I need to show this to my friends. I was like, yeah, that's okay. Like, I don't know if she was going to make fun of me or something. I don't know. I don't care. If you want a photo, have a photo. I don't care. I mean, cosplay. You asked. It's fine. I'm nice. And, yeah, that was interesting, that. Because I just looked at myself and I like, holy shit, I look like ass. And I felt like crap. I got home and I knew I wasn't going to buy anything because I didn't have my bag with me. So I didn't buy anything that day. And I knew on the Sunday I'll buy stuff. I'll be buying stuff and all that kind of stuff, iron off things. Because a lot of people tend to buy stuff on the last day of the convention because people like to, the vendors will drop prices and all that kind of stuff, do deals for you so they can get rid of their shit, so they can you know, it won't be expensive shipping it back. And that's what I've been told by friends, so that's what I did. So I rocked up with Constantine on that, which was just so much relaxing, and like I had a jacket on, so it was still cold. And I felt really sorry for the Spider-Man cosplayers because they were just wearing that thin, like, costumes that they wear, like all the Spider-Man, like all the Spider-Mans and like all that kind of stuff. They're still cosplayers, all, and like, you know, the Gwens. I feel so bad for you guys on that day. I saw so many of you guys just freezing shaking like crazy, and I was like, you guys are troopers, like, and I'm freezing, and I'm wearing like a leather jacket, like trench coat type thing. So that was interesting. I had my very first kind of photographer photo thing as well, like, you know, photo shoot, mini photo shoot, which was really interesting, and it was surreal and different because I've never had someone take a photo for me apart from school photos. So this whole new thing was just so weird. Like, I had a lot of people ask for photos more than anything than at Supernova. Like, when I was hanging out with the CW guys, guys were like, "Oh, you're Constantine, that's so sick." Because, like, in Supernova, everyone thought I was, like, Castiel. I forgot his name because I don't watch Supernatural. So all you Supernatural fans, I am sorry. I don't know the guy's name. Castiel, whatever his name is. He wears a trench coat. Kind of looks like Constantine. And people get confused by them too. And I got asked that question, like, 3 times at Supernova. And it was just funny. Anyway. So at Oz Comic Con, I had so much more people just like, "Dude, your Constantine looks great." And I had one guy who asked if I had a Zippo lighter. And I went, "No, I don't have one." He goes, "Dude, that would have been sick." And he pulls out his Zippo lighter and he goes, "Mate, can I have a photo of you using my Zippo lighter?" And I was like, "Dude, that's fine." And he had like this chrome one that had like engraved in that. And it looked exactly like Constantine's one. So I did the Constantine, you know, flick he does, and like, you know, right, let's start the show type thing. And I did that pose, and the guy goes, "Thank you so much." Then I had a fanboy moment that I was embarrassed as well doing this. I met the writer of one of my favorite comic book series, which is Injustice. And if you don't know what Injustice is, it's based on a video game that they did, and then they did a comic book series continuing on. And so between the first game and the second, there was a comic book series. So when you play the second game, it's different because you need to read the comics. And I met the writer, who's Australian. His name is Tom. I think it's Tom Taylor. And I'm fanboying, and I don't know his right name. Like, his name. Oh my god. And I say I'm a fan of Injustice. And I don't know the fucking writer's right name. Yeah, just looking this up so I can clarify. Idiot. Tom Taylor, I was right. Yeah. He's an Australian comic book writer, and he's done other ones. He's done a TV. He's done a comic called Deep. He's also did some Marvel comics, which was awesome. And I got the chance to meet him, and I was just like, "Holy shit!" And he goes, "Hey man," I was like, "Dude, hi." And like, he had his own little section where he was just signing stuff and writing things down, and it was really interesting, like, just to chat to him. And like, I just fangirled like hard. Thank God I had a friend with me, because he was just like, "You okay, dude?" And he goes, because I think I met him on the first day. That's right, I met him on the first day, and I told him on the second day I'll come in and I'll buy a print, because he was selling prints and signing them. And he had like the original. He also had all the years of Injustice as well. He had all the issues as well, including the second game issues. Like, yeah. And I was like, "Dude, I'll come back and I'll get it because I have no cash on me." He goes, "No, cool." And that's right. And I went back as Constantine the second day, which was a Sunday, and I went as Constantine, and he goes, "Nice." And then he goes, "You want the Constantine print, right?" And he had one, and he go, "I'll write it, I'll sign it how Constantine would say it." And I was just like, "Oh, dude, that is sick." And he said, he wrote, "What's your name?" And I told him my name, and he goes, "All right." And he writes, "Cheers, Bonesy. Thanks, mate." And it's a print of Constantine looking up to a demon, saying, "I presume you have a lighter on you." And I bought that, and I was just like, "Holy shit!" And as he signed it, I got like a bag and I put it in. I dropped my fucking phone and completely shattered it, and it was so cracked and everything, and like the top right hand edge of it was just flaking away with all the glass that they put in. I don't know if I think it's glass. I don't know. You know, some guy would type it. "Oh, it's acrylic." Oh, like, anyway, and I dropped it, and it wasn't like a big drop. It was like a light little like tap on the ground, like, and I lifted up, and it was shattered, and I was like, "Fuck!" And it was right in front of him, and he just looked at me, and I just like, "Yeah, well, that brightened my day," and I walked away, and I was just like, "Fucking hell!" But I was just full of adrenaline because I was like, I met the guy who wrote my favorite comic series. So if I ever meet Tom again, I'm literally gonna, I don't know if it's like, I'm gonna ask if he can sign a few of the issues that I have, because the funny thing is he was signing stuff as well, and he had a guy who collected all this Marvel comics, and he actually signed all of them, and these were individual issues, not like the volume stuff, and I was like, fucking hell, and he had it sealed up, and he ziplocked it straight away, and I was just like, fuck, that's hardcore. And I was just like, I never knew there was, like, I knew there was hardcore collectors, but I never knew there was that much of a collector that was that hardcore. And then I went out to the cosplay area, because in the convention center, there's a section where all the cosplayers have photos and they hang outside, like have drinks and all that kind of stuff before they go back into the thing. And I bumped into the CW guys again, and I just told them what happened. I told them how I dropped my phone. They just laughed. They thought it was hilarious. And then I hanged out with them a bit, and I just started talking to other cosplayers. A few of them that I follow on Instagram, I just talked to them. We had a few laughs. And then all the guys were like, okay, let's go. We're going to go for a walk. And I went, sweet, let's go. Dickhead me was like, wait, did I have a bag full of my comics and my signed prints? And I was like, fuck, where is it? Fucking hell. Oh shit. I don't know where it is. I ran back in, and I've been inside for like 20 minutes, and I was like, fuck. I ran in, the entire like courtyard area outside where the cosplayers hang out was empty. I was just like, fuck, where is it? I saw my bag, I opened up, I was like, jeez. I was just quickly just like, oh my god. And then this guy was like, dude, he goes, dude, I was watching that bag, and he goes, I was just making sure that someone was coming back, and I was just watching that, because I didn't look in it, I didn't know what it was, but I saw someone left it there, and I was like, and I was just going to be waiting until someone came back to pick it up, because I was going to go back and give it to a volunteer or something like that. And I was like, cheers, dude. And he goes, no worries, you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And he goes, whew, that was a lucky one. I'm like, yeah. And it had like everything. It had the comics I bought, which was like Constantine and like more Injustice comics, because I'm only up to year 3 with Injustice, and it's fucking amazing. And I'm still reading them. I'm taking my time with them because they're so fucking good. And yeah, and I had my signed prints and that. And I left the con, and I had a blast. That was so good. And having photo shoots and that. And I had some photos I posted on Instagram. Oh yeah, I still got more saved up on my old phone, which is broken, so I can't really post them anymore. Which that kind of does suck. Yeah, that was Comic-Con in a nutshell. I had an absolute blast. So I'm gonna split this up into a part. Give me a second, guys. And the power of editing. Look at that. Back like that. Back with a brand new wrap. Alright, let's continue. Sorry, I was just checking everything, making sure the audio didn't sound right. Because I have done in the past, recorded a podcast for 45 minutes and then realized the entire audio was baked. So, after that, E3 rocked up. Holy shit. Fallout 76, can't fucking wait. I pre-ordered the Armored Edition like instantly, and I was working during the Bethesda conference, so I rushed down to EB and quickly pre-ordered the Armored Edition. I was just like, dude, and he goes, yeah, man. And then the next day later, I just went, how many do you, like, is it still available to pre-order? He goes, dude, we're pre-sold out. You were lucky when you got the chance. So I'm like, fuck yes. So I got the the T50 Power Armor helmet, which is from the game. And then, yeah, I got Fallout 76 on the way. Which reminds me of PAX as well. PAX hype. I was going to be doing Batman. Now, there was a bit of a rough issue that happened with Batman. During this time, there was something with my family, so I don't want to talk about that anymore. This podcast is purely on gaming and nerding and that kind of stuff, and I do talk about a few things of my life, but I'm not getting into my really personal life, so I'm keeping that to myself. I can't really finish Batman at the time, and I'll be rushing just to finish it, so I was just like, nah, I'll do something else instead. So I'm doing the Joker, which is Heath Ledger's Joker from The Dark Knight, which is gonna be fucking lit. I've done some makeup tests. I am doing the nurse Joker from it. So the scene with Heath Ledger goes around and goes, kapow! That whole improv scene, I'm doing that. I got a nurse outfit on the way, which is interesting, say the least, because I can't tell you how many times I try to find a nurse outfit and it was a fucking sexy version of it. And I go, this sucks. So I got that on the way, which I'm looking forward to. Then I'm also doing a Vault Dweller. So I got a Vault suit that I actually bought from eBay, which I was very apprehensive of it. And I think I pronounced that word wrong. Yeah, I was really nervous getting this suit because it cost me a lot. It like in the hundreds range. And I don't really buy a lot from eBay that's in that range. So I was kind of nervous because I didn't want to get scammed. And I was buying it off this seller. And it was a costume store, overseas costume store. And I looked at reviews and they seemed alright. And I ordered it. And I did express shipping because they said, oh, it'll become between, like, you know, I placed the order originally in around about August. Yeah, near the end of August, and they said it would have rocked up like early October, and I was like, no, I need to make sure this fits me. So I did express shipping, and they said, oh, it'll rock up in a week. It rocked up in like 4 days, and I was like, holy shit. Love it. Really good material, and worth the fucking money for the value of that suit. I see a lot of people with Vault suits, they have that really shiny kind of gold, and like I don't like that look. I don't really like it. I really like this, like, you know that because like I know in the game it's like gold, shining gold, but I don't like it. It looks tacky to me. So with this Vault suit that I found, it still had the colors, but it wasn't like that over the top bright golds, which I love. So I love it, and it looks great. I love the material. The one thing I got a problem with is the gauntlets that they give you. Like they give you these little pleather kind of arm braces they give you. They don't fit me as well, but fair enough because they're trying to make this universal for everyone to wear. I will be working on them, stitching them up. And then I got boots. I bought some Doc Martens, which I want in real life, and so I wanted Doc Martens. So I was just like, you know what, I'll buy a pair of Doc Martens, and I'm gonna use them in my cosplay because I love them too. Which I've got a story about breaking them in, which is gonna be very, very funny. And yeah, I'm going to wear those two. I'm going to wear Joker and the Fallout Dweller for PAX. So those two are going to be great. If you guys are going to PAX and you see a nurse Joker walking around, odds are it's me. And if you want to have a photo, go ahead and ask. Say g'day. I'm pretty friendly. I'm probably going to be shy because I'm not good with meeting people. So if you're a shy person, I'm a shy person too. So it's going to be great. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, like, getting a nurse outfit, this is a story I'm going to tell you. It's pretty funny. Getting a nurse outfit was pretty awkward enough. I went to a costume store, which is in my local shopping center. And I was just like, hey, how you doing? And, like, the thing is, I don't think before I speak. I always automatically thinking, alright, they're going to know what I'm going to be talking about. But I don't explain what I'm looking for and the reason why. Like, in my head, they know the reason why I'm looking for it, because my mom my mom says this to me. She goes, Bones, your brain's going quicker than your mouth. Slow down, explain a little bit so they can understand. And it's always been like a child, like for me, I've always been that hyper. Which is fair enough. And like, so I went up to the lady and she was like, hi, how you doing? And I was like, hi, I'm looking for a nurse outfit. It's a weird request, I know. I'm just looking for a nurse outfit. And the lady was just like, yep, no worries, come with me, follow me. And she got like this sexy nurse outfit. And I was like, oh, nah, I'm not looking for that. And she goes, oh, what do you mean? And I was like, and I go, no, I'm not, like, you know, I don't like that. I'm not doing a sexy nurse thing. And she goes, oh, okay, so you're not shopping for your partner or yourself. And I went, no, nothing like that. She goes, oh, okay. I was like, I'm looking for a traditional kind of nurse outfit. And I had to show her the photo of the Joker. And then she was like, oh. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I should have told you that straight up. She goes, no, that's okay. She goes, unfortunately, we don't have any of that kind of stuff. We tend to get that stupid, sexy stuff, which I don't like. And I was like, nah, fair enough. And I asked her, it's like, do you know any recommendations on where I can get it and where I can find it? She goes, no, unfortunately, it's nothing that I don't know. And I was like, no, fair enough. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I got some green hair color spray, which was alright. So I can do Joker's hair green. And I ordered it online, and it was like a proper one. Like, I found where you can get an official one that this guy was making on Etsy, and he was selling it for like $100, and it was like the proper, like, the actual thing that Heath wore, like, not like, but a replica of it. So it had the look, had the worn, it had the vote for Dent thing, and I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna spend $100 and so dollars and wait for like 2 months for it to rock up. I'm gonna spend, like, I found a $25 nurse costume for a dude, and it's not sexy or anything, proper whites, and I'll put the vote for Dent thing, and it will rock up within a few days, and that'll be a cheaper, better alternative than spending $100, because I don't know if I'm going to be doing Nurse Joker more and more, so I'm going to see how I feel about that. But yeah, so that's what I kind of did for that. I did I think I explained about the makeup test, which was great. I scared the shit out of my parents when I walked out, because they just didn't see the makeup and didn't think I was doing it, and they freaked out. Posted on Instagram. I'm actually pretty proud of that. I'm going to get better at that. Probably I'm going to ask my sister for help so she can help me with that. And then, yeah, then that's already, really. Like, I'm all set for PAX. I'm really hyped for it. I can't wait. Probably going to get a lot more photos than I did at Oz Comic Con. I hope. Fingers crossed. I know there's a massive Fallout meetup, which I'm really hyped for. I can't wait to meet up with people for that, because I joined a Facebook group, and they're like, yeah, we're doing this for PAX. And I was like, fuck yeah, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to meet new cosplayers, talk to them, and hopefully make some, meet some interesting people, new friends, because we all need friends. And probably going to do a lot of the Twitch meetups as well, because I do Twitch streaming, as you can see. Go follow Twitch at, Twitch TV/Bonez_977. Why am I reading out? I don't know. But yeah, I got that. Now we're going to also kind of talk about the Fallout stuff. I've been pre-ordering a lot of the collectible stuff. I pre-ordered the plasma rifle, the Pip-Boy, because I missed out on it, so I pre-ordered those two things as well. So when Fallout 76 comes out, I'll be cosplaying at NEB Games to promote the game, because I did talk to a manager, and he was like, he gave me the green light. He goes, yep, no worries, just rock up on the date whenever, and you just get set up and just promote the game. I'm like, fuck yeah. So I will be promoting the game, going in, like, hanging out at NEB Games store, so that'll be awesome. Don't know if I'm going to post which store I'm going to be at, but yeah, I can't wait for that. That's going to be sick. I can't wait for the beta. So I got the beta code. I'm just waiting. They said it's going to be in October. I reckon Bethesda might do in the middle of October, to be honest. Because it's coming out in November 14th. They'll probably do a beta around that time, so they can get the numbers. And, which that'll be awesome and great at the same time. I need to stop that umming and stuff crap. SpiderMan. Oh my god, I just saw my notes. SpiderMan. Holy shit. I fucking loved it. I loved the game so much. It brought me memories of the original Spider-Man game on the Xbox original, like the movie licensed games. Back when the movie licensed games were great, back in the day. See, nowadays, people are just like, oh, it's a movie game. It's shit. Yeah, because it's got that staple of being cheap and nasty. Movie games used to be fan-fucking-tastic, and the Spider-Man ones was awesome. Especially swinging around the city of New York and that, which is awesome. I love the Spider-Man game. I'm still trying to 100% it. I'm on 92% last time I checked it. and a lot of it's just the random event counters that happen around the map, so that will take a while. The funny thing is, I was trading in at EV Games, and I was trading in towards Imperials, and the guy was like, "Nah, you need to get SpiderMan," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And he goes, "No, like, trust me, get it." I get it, and I went back to that store. I was like, "Dude, I fucking love it." He goes, "Told ya." And like, I'm a hardcore DC fan. Loved Spider-Man as a child. Loved the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. Still do. They're near and dear in my heart. Love them. I don't care. I fucking love them, and I will represent them all the time because I love them as a kid. It's like Batman. Like, you represent your favorite Batman. Like, you know, in your childhood. Like, you know, it's either Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, or Christian Bale, Ben Affleck. If Ben Affleck's the first ever Batman you watched. Me, it was Val Kilmer. That was the first Batman I watched. Val Kilmer all the way. I like Val Kilmer's Batman. Who cares? I do. I like Val Kilmer Batman. But yeah, I loved it. It just brought great memories. It had the fighting styles of Batman, the Arkham games, but it was a Spider-Man. The swinging was so fun. Skydiving off the Empire State Building was awesome, and also climbing the Avengers Towers was awesome. And I recommend anyone who's thinking of getting it, just do it. Fucking buy it. You're gonna love it. It's awesome. Yeah. Alright, let's continue with what else is there on the agenda. That's pretty much like all of it is. Oh, the Doc Martens story. This is gonna be interesting. So I decided to buy a pair of Doc Martens. A, because I wanted them. 2, because my sisters were wanted me to get Doc Martens for like many years, like, because they've had their pairs for so many years. And like, I'm a Converse guy. I love my Converse. I love my Chucks. They're amazing. I love them. Near dear in my heart. And I've had the same pair. I have 3 pairs of Converse, which are Joker, camouflage ones, and my grey ones, which I loved. And I've only worn those 3 for 6 years. So since 2012, I've had them. So it's 15. Jeez. And I went to a Platypus, which is a store that sells like shoes and that in the city. And the guy was just like, "Yo, man, how can I help you?" And I was like, "Dude, pair of Docs." And he goes, "Yep, sweet." And I go, "Mate, I haven't bought like fancy kind of casual shoes that I wear." And he's like, "What have you been wearing?" And I go, "These Converse for 6 years." And he just looked at me and looked at the Converse. He goes, "Those ones?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, 6 years. And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Dude, mate, they look great for 6-year-old shoes." And I'm like, "Oh, cheers." And he goes, "These Docs are going to last you for 10 then." These Docs are going to last you for 15 years. I went, "Oh, sweet." And breaking them in are a pain in the ass. And my sister told me, "Be prepared for that. You're going to get blisters." The first day I wore them, I got a massive blister, and it's still on my. It's bad. It hurts so much, and I don't want to go anywhere near it. And it scares because I just look at it and it looks angry and mean. So I am not looking forward to breaking these in. I want to break them in before PAX, because I'm going to be walking around so much in PAX in these things for Vault Dweller, and my feet are going to suck. It's going to hurt. Yeah. So that's about it. That's everything. Like, that's everything I wanted to talk about. Like, I've been through in the past 3 months. Yep. That's everything. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that episode of Bonez Cast. So, episode 9. So, episode 10, I'm going to try to get a guest in. I don't know when we're going to be doing that, but hopefully soon. We'll probably be talking about gaming stuff and all that kind of stuff, pop culture news and all that lovely, lovely stuff. If you guys enjoyed it, give me a like and all that kind of stuff. Give me a comment on what your thoughts on it. Bring up topics if you want me to talk about it. Yeah, I do have a Twitch channel, so check that out when I'm streaming. And I do have Discord on my Twitch channel, so yeah, if you want to check it out, just check out the link there. Alrighty, guys, have a good one. Cheers for this, and it's great to be back, and have a good one.